Hello. I am excited to teach about the eye makeup tips and tricks tonight. So thanks so much for joining. I'm going to be walking through, I'll do a quick outline of how tonight will go. I'm going to quickly introduce myself and then I'm going to share about these fun products. We are going to talk about eye makeup tips and tricks. So based on your eye shape, based on your eye color, and also based on kind of your personality too. So I'm going to share some different makeup looks. And we're going to spin a wheel. So if at any point you want to order something from your consultant, you can say sold in the comments. I'm going to do my best to name the prices as well so that you'll know that. And welcome. And if you haven't already gone to streamyard.com/Facebook, make sure you do that so I can see that your name and it won't just say Facebook user on my end. So that will help me there because I am going to do a drawing. So after actually, let me just keep that up a bit longer. After I share about the products, I'm going to spin a wheel and we're going to see what the gift with purchase is tonight. That's one of my favorite parts. And then I'm going to let you guys think of anyone you'd love to refer and also give you guys a chance to ask more questions so that you get an extra entry because tonight I'm giving away crystalline eyeshadow. It's one of my personal favorites. I'm just going to open it up since it's hard to see in its little case. It is like the most gorgeous shimmer highlight color. So it has just a little bit of shimmer in there. It is so pretty and it goes well with so many different colors. Yay. So we have Amber Williams is on. Yes, you did. You did get it to work. That's awesome. Lindsay's here. Krista's on. Julia, welcome. So happy you guys are here. So this is going to be the drawing at the end. And so make sure you get your name in the comments and ask any questions you want. I'll get you on there additionally. So, okay, we're going to jump right on in. So I'm going to teach a little about the brushes, what colors to use. And I absolutely love this picture here, this before and after picture. I believe makeup can just help enhance your beautiful features. And, especially where this lady has brown eyes, it just brings out the brown even more in her eyes. And so I love how it can really just bring out your beautiful features. So we're going to be talking about the eyeshadows tonight. And based on your eye shape, I'm a very visual person. And you can probably go to Google and type in Mary Kay eyeshadow application, and this picture will pop up. And this, let me remove the banner so you can see the whole thing, shows highlighter, midtone, and accent. The highlight in all these pictures is number 1, and it's typically the color I put on first. Your midtone is great in the eye crease area for most eye shapes. If you're hooded eye, it might be all over. I had a customer come in last month, and we did a makeover at my house, and she had a more hooded eye, so we followed that one there. And then the accent color usually goes on the least a bit. It's the darkest color, and it's usually towards the outer side. So I'm going to walk you guys through brushes because this is what I feel makes a huge difference with eyeshadows. If you're not huge into eyeshadow, it's probably because you don't have a good brush. So these brushes help to apply the makeup super smooth and fast. I put on makeup every day, my eyeshadow every day, and I can do it pretty quick once you get into good routines. This is an all over eyeshadow. I use this with the lightest color. So number 1 is the highlighter. And this is my favorite compact of ours because you can put like a highlighter, a midtone, and an accent color with a highlighter like for your face and a bronzer and a blush. So this is the first brush that I would use with the lightest color. And that happens to be crystalline, I think. Maybe not. No, that's a different color. Looks like crystalline. And then I like to, wherever you put the brush first is where the most color goes. And another little trick, if you're new to eye makeup, is to make sure you tap. After you apply the color onto the brush, give it just a gentle tap. That way, if it was you got too much color on there, you make sure that it kind of evens it out. So then you're not like putting it on, you're like, oh, that was too much, So you're just going to do a nice little tap. And that will help the blending to make it to go on more smooth. Also, the makeup artist, I've been to his class. His name is Robert Jones. I've been there a couple times, and he'll do one side of your face and then you try and replicate and do the other. So it's pretty fun. But as he was applying on mine, he did lots of little patting motions, and that I was like, oh, I usually just like put it on, you know. So and he's an artist. You know, most makeup artists, a lot of them are guys. You know, of course we have female artists too, makeup artists. But it's just interesting when you are just naturally good at art, you can change that medium to makeup, you know, and to other things. So I am not an artist, and so I've had to practice a lot, but these brushes make a big difference. This one is the eye crease brush. I love that our brushes tell you what they're like supposed to be for. And I use this with the mid-tone color. So usually my mid-tone, I like to pick a matte color. Lately, I've just been wearing all matte from my highlighter to my accent. Before that, I wore a highlighter or a shimmer for my highlight and a shimmer for my accent. But usually your mid-tone is a matte color. We have soft heather and hazelnut are really amazing colors. I'll show those in the other palette. But you would lightly tap that. For the mid-tone color, I have more close set eyes. And so I start on the outside. And wherever you put the brush first is where the most color goes. So you want to make sure that you are usually starting from the outside. Maybe if you have wide set eyes, maybe you'll start from the inside, but most times you want to start from the outside and then just kind of blend in. See, number 3 kind of looks like a C, the letter C, or like a sideways V, or I don't know, a moon shape. They're just kind of on the end, or like a triangle, depending on which eye shape. But you just start on the outside. I like to come down right above the eyelashes first, and it creates that smoky eye look, and then blend up into the crease. So that's great for like the standard eyes, even the close set eyes and wide set. Yeah, but the deep set, very little goes on the actual eyelid. Most of it is on like the eye crease and above into the eyebrow. And the hooded is kind of the opposite there. Like it just goes all the way, not the opposite, but it's like pretty much all over the whole eye. So, and the Asian eye is fun too. I've done that for some customers, and yeah, it's interesting, all the different ways to put that on. I think that one's the hardest, but I also have the least amount of experience with it. So that's for the mid-tone, number 2. And number 3, the accent. This brush is round. It also says eye smudger. This is the last step to kind of create that smoky eye look. I like to use this to stipple it very gently up the bottom. And again, remember to tap, especially with the darker colors, because that's going to make the biggest difference. And then once you've put on all 3 colors, if you're using a highlight, mid-tone, and accent, you want to make sure that you gently blend. And I like to go back to the original brush, the all over eyeshadow brush. We also have a blending eye brush as well. It's a little different shaped, and it's just very loose. And you want to make sure that there's no color on this, and then you just gently go in an upward motion to kind of smooth out and blend. And that's your eye makeup. So I'm going to show the other compact here. So each compact are magnetic and can completely be filled with whatever you want in it. And you don't even have to completely fill them. If you're like, well, today I'm going to get 3 eyeshadows, and then you can have the other places. They might slip around a bit, but they're magnetic and they're going to stay in place for the most part, unless you're like taking on a trip or something. And then they might just slightly shift a bit and you just pop them back up. The eyeshadows individually are $8, and they last a long, long time. Years and years is what I can get mine to last. I have my eyeshadows. So this compact here is $18 unfilled. Isn't it gorgeous? So pretty. Like it has like these kind of rose designs here. It says Mary Kay, has a mirror. And then when you're running out of just one color, you just pop out that one color. I usually get like a knife, or sometimes you can just get it with your finger, but and then you just replace that one color. So it's so great for the environment that you're not getting a whole new compact every time you run out of, one shade. And then this is the one that I love because it can hold every single eyeshadow, plus your blush, highlighter, and bronzer. And the mid-tone, the highlighter colors, I like to pick one highlight color, which I have most of them on the top. I also have Blossom right there. and then a mid-tone color. The mid-tone colors, like I said, I have always picked a matte mid-tone, and Soft Heather is my favorite. It has like a very, kind of looks like a lavender color, probably not in this lighting, but it looks more like a stone or a gray, but that is a gorgeous, like kind of purplish lavender color. I also love, Cashmere Haze. I almost forgot the name of that one. That one's also a great mid-tone. And then Hazelnut, which I don't know if I have Hazelnut on here. There's 3 eyeshadows that I'm missing because we have 33. I'm not seeing Hazelnut on here, but it's kind of like this color, but maybe a little lighter. So anyway, so it's super fun to have all your eyeshadows in one place. This doesn't have a mirror, which I was a little bummed about at first because our old one did. But this one, like, I love it for all the colors I can put. It's just one big magnet. You can just design it however you want. And when I put on my makeup, I just look in my real mirror. I'm not like hunched over looking at this. When I travel, I don't bring this one. I bring the smaller one, and I just have exactly what I need. 3 eyeshadows, blush, highlighter, bronzer. Or you could put, like, if you really love eyeshadows, you could just fill up the whole thing with eyeshadow. So, and then you'd have 9 eyeshadows. The big one unfilled is $25. This is the Pro palette. So this one, it's $25 unfilled, and you decide how you fill it. And then this one's $18. So since we're just talking about eyeshadows today, those are, I'll just kind of share the prices on those. Those are $18. And then the brush collection is $56. Amazing value because you get 5 brushes. I showed you the 3 eye brushes, but then there's a cheek brush, which is angled so amazing. I use this for my highlighter, my bronzer, and my blush. And I teach that in my contouring class, how to use that. And then this big fluffy brush is the last step I use with a big, like a translucent, you could use a translucent loose powder. I use our pressed powder, and it's just a matte finish that I put that all over my face. So you can kind of just blend. So anyway, I love it. It comes in a bag that zips up. So it's just a really nice brush collection, which that is the signing bonus that I have going on right now. When you come join our Mary Kay family, you get a brush collection as a gift. So just hopping into the comments and see if I have any questions. Yes, I love Amber's excited. She loves the shimmery color of the crystalline. That explains why I feel like I put on too much because I never tap the brush. Yeah, tap the brush. That's going to make a big difference, Krista. It just makes it go on so much smoother. It's always better to start with less. You can always add more, but sometimes it's harder to take off. Yay, and I don't know who that is because it's a Facebook user, but appreciate you so much. And Jan is on, Judy is on. Welcome, welcome. Yes, Lindsay loves that palette. It is so fun. And Caitlin's watching. Thank you, Caitlin. The brush set is amazing. And brushes. Oh, yes. And Amber, how do you know what colors look best together for 3 colors? I'm so glad you asked that, Amber. I'm going to show, based on your eye color, some suggestions that our makeup artists have put together. Of course, like, you can kind of, with your personality, decide a little about what you want, but it was always kind of nice to see what is recommended for your eye. So I'm so glad you asked that. And I totally forgot what I was going to talk about next because I was like, brush collection. Anyway, it will come to me. So, okay. So we are going to spin the wheel and see what our gift with purchase is tonight. So let me get this pulled up. And if you decide to order from your consultant, if you're wanting something I talked about with the eyeshadows, or maybe you're just needing products in general, some of you are probably good. Excuse me, samples with your order. So that is the gift with purchase tonight. 2 free samples. Woohoo. And if you can ask your consultant what she has and find out. So awesome. Okay. I see another question here. I'm bluish gray eye, so I wouldn't know what 3. Yes. So let me grab that really quick. We're going to play a referral game while I grab out those eyeshadows because I don't have them quite ready. So I'm going to add this to the stream and give you guys just about 2 to 3 minutes to think of anyone you'd love to refer. Also, I'm going to tally up everyone's name that's commented so far. So make sure if you haven't commented yet to make sure you get your name in the chat, whether you're watching from YouTube or from Facebook. And then we're going to open it up to any questions that you guys want. So let me turn on some music for you guys and I'm super excited for these makeup classes because a lot of times we do not know what to wear, and it's nice to be able to kind of feel a little more confident with what we're wearing. So I'm going to play some music, and when we get back in about 2 to 3 minutes, I'm going to show the last thing I'll show with the makeup is what the makeup artists have put together, and then we will open it up to more questions as well. But if you want to do the referral game, you can write down referrals. Don't put them in the chat, but just privately send those to your consultant, either through text or email or however. Just make sure we can read your handwriting if you're writing them. And we just ask that they're over 21. When you refer 12 women, you get half off a makeup item of your choice. That can be a mascara or eyeliner or lipstick. We just got these incredible matte lipsticks, which go on like a gloss, but stay on like a lipstick. I'm in love with them. We're teaching more about them on Thursday during our product preview. But yeah, you get half off a makeup item of your choice. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes. Here you go.
I think I know better. I think I know how it should be. I got it all planned out, but he's got a plan for me. When it's bad weather, sometimes I look up at the sky. Today was supposed to be dry, but that's not what I need. Nights so unpredictable, and things might not be going my way, but it's gonna be a good day. No things are going sideways. I got a smile on my face. Nothing's gonna break me down, 'cause I know whatever happens, he knows he'll never leave me alone. I'll be okay, and it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. He made all the planets, he made all the stars in the sky. He knows what he's doing, he's gonna make it alright. And when the wind's blowing, there might be a reason. It is something I'm learning, something I'll never forget. Life's so unpredictable, and things might not be going my way, but it's gonna be a good day. No things are going sideways. I got a smile on my face. Nothing's gonna break me down, 'cause I know whatever happens, he knows he'll never leave me alone. I'll be okay, and it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Though things are going sideways, I got a smile on my face. Nothing's gonna break me down, 'cause I know whatever happens, he knows he'll never leave me alone. I'll be okay. It's gonna be a good day. No things are going sideways. I got a smile on my face. Nothing's gonna break me down, 'cause I know whatever happens, he knows he'll never leave me alone. I'll be okay, and it's gonna be a good day. 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 It's gonna be a good day.
Okay. Hopefully that gave you a minute or two to think about people you want to refer. And to answer Lindsay's question, which is kind of Caitlin's question about the music, it's called A Good Day. And it's Words and Music by Nick Day. So anyway, and I can send you how to listen to it. So Lindsay, so love it. Okay, so I have these makeup artists have put together, Mary Kay's makeup artists have put together these color cards, which are super easy to mail. So if you don't live close to your consultant and you want to try one of these based on your eye color, you can totally book, and you can just text right now and say, I want to book a custom makeover. You can either do it one-on-one or you can do it as a party. Usually I recommend with makeup one-on-one. And if you do want to do a party and get hostess credit, you can do some type of like skincare. It's a little easier to do makeup one-on-one and give it more of a custom look. But this is for brown eyes, as you can see. The 3 colors they recommend for brown eyes, which is probably not my first choice, but when people try these on, it is gorgeous. In fact, I have one customer, she was a little hesitant. She's like, there's green on there. I don't know if you can see that middle color is like a green color. It's so hard to tell in the lighting. It's just a dark green, like a dark olive. She's like, I don't know. And she tries it and she's like, I love it. And she bought it. And then she's like, I wear it all the time. I get so many compliments. I love it. So they have a sweet cream. Actually, that's not the name of it. Biscotti. They used to call that sweet cream. That brought back some memories. But biscotti, just like the color of biscotti, if you're eating biscotti, you know. That's the highlight color. These are all matte. As the emerald looks slightly shimmery, maybe. Then there is hazelnut. That was the brown I was telling you. It's like a light brown, amazing mid-tone. And then the accent color is emerald. So, and just a little bit of that, and it is really gorgeous. So those are the three colors. Plus they have a blush and a lipstick on here, but that's for your brown eyes. So kind of thinking, and brown, you can get away with so much with brown eyes because it's kind of like a neutral eye color anyway. I love purples. I mean, if you love blues, you know, pretty much anything goes with brown eyes. So you are lucky if you have brown eyes. This is the one they recommend for green. Super fun. I actually love these colors a lot. The lightest one is Blossom, which is one I use Biscotti and Blossom every day. So I kind of just use two different highlighters, or I switch every other day or so, but that's Blossom. It's our lightest highlight. And then for the crease, the mid-tone, they have Sunlit Rose. It has a little bit of shimmer. So it's kind of like a reddish with a little shimmer, like a reddish pinkish, thinking of the sunrise or sunset. And then Merlot is like a dark purple. It's matte. And I use that almost every day. I'm wearing that today. And it doesn't go on super dark. You just do a tiny bit. And I just did it kind of in the corners there. But that's a color I use almost every day. Love Merlot. I love purples. And then Blue Eyes. And so this is great for the blue eye girls. The highlight is Smoky Quartz. It has a light shimmer to it. The mid-tone that I recommend is Cashmere Haze. That's that one. It's harder to point out these than it looks because everything's backwards. Cashmere Haze, I like that one for a mid-tone. And then Shadow. Don't ask me why they named an eyeshadow Shadow, but they did. It's not my first pick because it's like shadow. Oh, an eyeshadow. Now that's the name, Shadow. So, but it's like kind of darker, like a darker gray. So just like your shadow. So, you know, that's why they thought of that. So, but yeah, these are fun. If you want to book that, let your consultant know. You can book a makeover with her. And we usually go through the whole thing, but at least we really focus on the eyes. Okay. So, yay. I hope that's answered Amber and Krista's question. And Krista, Julie can send those to you in the mail. So, we actually do most of the things virtually. So, yes. Yeah. Hazel and green. Yep. That's and maybe you already, this one's the one for hazel and green eyes. So, yeah, it's kind of both on one. Yeah. Text Julie and say, hey, I would love to try a custom makeover. And you guys can do it on Zoom and walk you through it. If you have your own brushes, then use your own brushes because we can't, melt those, but we can send it like an eyeshadow sponge if you don't have brushes. But brushes definitely work a lot better. Yeah, I know. It's kind of fun to see different colors. That's something I like about these because it's like, I don't know if that's exactly what I would start with. And so it's fun to try something new because you never know. And it can be your new favorite. So just like my one customer. Okay. So thanks everyone. I've got everyone's name down on the spinny wheel. So we're going to do our final drawing. Before we do that, you can type any more questions that you have in the chat. I'm going to show our best kept secret and our deals right now. So our deals are on this page. If you look down at the kind of the left side on the middle, love your look. The basic color set is a lot of what we talked about. The perfect palette with 3 eyeshadows, a cheek color, a highlighter, bronzer. If you want exactly what I was showing, and that's this more medium-sized one, this one is, if you have it exactly how I have it on this page, it's $84. Of course, you don't need to fill it completely. You can kind of choose so the price can vary based on what you're getting in there. And then we do have an even smaller compact. I don't use it because it only holds 4 eyeshadows, or you could hold 1 eyeshadow and a blush. but it's maybe great for like teenagers who are just trying to get into makeup. They don't need a whole lot, but it's just like, this is what you should use. And, and that's one thing I love is sometimes if you're a mother of a daughter who is a teenager and maybe she's not listening to your makeup advice, it's always awesome. I've had helped many times to be the makeup artist and to kind of share and teach the younger girls how to do their makeup so that their moms are happy and the girls are happy and everyone's happy. So that's another benefit of having an independent beauty consultant is if your daughter's not listening to you and not doing the makeup you want, you can like have a professional and outside opinion. And then we talked about the professional brush set, which is in that bottom. And that's basically what we talked about. So that's our deals, and your consultant can send that to you so that way you can see it bigger on your phone or email it to you. And then our best kept secret is our starter kit. So right now it's only $30 to start a Mary Kay business, which is such a low cost startup. And there's two main reasons people join, usually to work it as a side hustle. They can work around their life and kind of just do it as little or as much as they want. Or the second is they want just their own discount to be the smart shopper and get that 50% off. The full starter kit plus eStart gives you $400 worth of product, but it only costs you $130. That's a better deal than what me and Julie and Lindsay, Mackenzie and Julia get. Like that is just a killer deal because we get 50% off. So if we're buying $400 of product, it costs us $200, which is a great deal. But for brand new people who join, it's down to $130. You get satin hands in there. You get our eye makeup remover, ultimate mascara, CC cream foundations in every shade, and our 2 full skincare sets, Time-Wise 3D, one for normal to dry skin and one for combination to oily. And then there's a sample pack add-on, which is completely optional, but it gives you samples that are easy to put in the mail. I have many customers that live in different states. Since the pandemic, we were able to do stuff virtually. So it's great to have resources to be able to pamper and uplift people and let them try the product. So, and then I always love to share the other 2 have-tos if someone was considering starting a Mary Kay business, is our minimum order is $225. So we hand select $450 retail of whatever we want. And that gets cut down in half. So we only pay 50%. And then you only have to order once a year to remain a consultant. So I like to share the have-tos so that people understand if they're starting with the $30 kit, like when we do our orders, we get to pick exactly when we do them. But yeah, the minimum order is $225. So yay, we are going to wrap up with our final drawing and so excited to see who's going to win this eyeshadow. Thank you so much for being on and supporting your consultant. We are so grateful for your love, your friendship, and it's so fun to hang out. And a lot of you come on each week, and I love that so much because you're able, like, we can't teach everything in one night anyway. So it's great to have these individual classes and stuff like that. So thank you so much for being on here. Okay. So as we wrap up, make sure if you want to try a makeover, text your consultant. I want to book a makeover, whether you live close to her or not, we can find a way, make a way and do that. And then the signing bonus, if you're deciding to join Mary Kay, you'll get the brush collection as that signing bonus. So I'm going to follow up with our final drawing and see who's going to win the eyeshadow tonight. So thanks so much for being on. Let's spin the wheel. Now it's going to be a close one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's Jan. Woohoo! Awesome, Jan. I'm so excited for you. So I'll get this in the mail to you. That was super close. That happened on Friday. I did a different drawing and oh my gosh, it was like right on the line. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen it that close. So congratulations. And yes, Krista is on almost every week. She thinks she's only missed one so far. Thank you for supporting Julie. We appreciate you so much being on here. So have a fabulous rest of your night. And makeup tips and tricks. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us. We love to help with that. We'll talk to you later. See ya.